Hello and welcome. You're joining me at the launch of something very, very special with Norwegian Cruise Lines. We're so excited to be here, and so excited because we've been invaded by the great and the good of Norwegian Cruise Lines. Starting off, Nick Wilkinson, who's General Manager for Norwegian. And then we've got right over there, Christian Boell, who is the Managing Director. We're going to the top, and we've got Francis Riley, who's Senior Vice President for Europe as well. So, I mean, we're not worthy. Gentlemen, thank you for coming to see us. Come from all over the world to come and see us. Starting off with you, Nick. First of all, what is the news that Norwegian have got for us?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for your time today, the ability to come across and talk to yourselves. And, today is about where we've been listening carefully to yourself and your consumers about what they're asking for from Norwegian Cruise Line. We've always been innovators in the marketplace. In fact, this year we're celebrating 50 years young, but it's always the time where we always think, well, what's next? What the next thing we do? And listening carefully to our consumers, we've looked at what we offer on board our ships. So we're launching from the 6th of April our premium all-inclusive. And this means when your guests book with Norwegian, they can book with confidence, knowing that we are an all-inclusive cruise line. What does that mean? It means that their drinks are included, including premium brands. In fact, any drink up to $15. Along with their gratuities, their service charge, water in the cabin and coffees. But I'll let Neil jump and tell you more there for you.
It's an interesting concept that we've now developed, and I think it's the natural phase too of us lifting up our product. We see ourselves very much at the upper end of the premium contemporary cruise sector, and I think this takes us to the next level. One of the big trends that we have seen in the cruise industry, and maybe more in the travel industry, has been this growth of all-inclusive concept. With customers knowing that once they pay, there's no other charges that they would need to pay to enjoy their vacation. And so we've taken that into the cruise environment, and so we're very, very excited today to be launching that, the premium all-inclusive concept to our customers.
Well, Christian, what really excites me is I always think of the people who've never been on a cruise before, and the things that they have in their heads of all the little extras they're going to have to pay for, and I don't, the British, were a bit, I don't know how much to tip and stuff like that. The thing is, this is taking everything out of it. It's taking the mystery out of cruising, isn't it? You can go on and your holiday is paid for.
Yeah, actually the good concept about it, it's like doing your regular land vacation. If you book a resort, you actually know what you pay for, what you get, what's included, so you don't have to worry about so much. So cruising was a little bit more complicated, as you're right, about tipping, how much tip do I have to give, if I change the waiter. So everything is taken away now. So it's like, if you book a regular all-inclusive vacation, like going to Mauritius or whatever, it's actually the same if you book now a Norwegian Cruise Line, because you know what's included, you know what you pay for, you don't have to worry about the tips and the gratuities anymore. So you really get the value ahead, and you don't have to worry during your travel anymore.
And the thing is, though, let's talk about the value for money, because that's where it really comes in. I think normally when you're thinking of a holiday, you've got to think of what you pay up front and then what you pay while you're there on vacation. With this, you just pay once, and then you can more or less go without a penny in your pocket.
More or less, yes. It's just depending what you want to do. If you would like to go have a nice spa treatment in the Madeira spa, or you're looking for some special excursions, surely then you book it separately. But I think that the core vacation, what you have, it's included, and you don't have to worry about it at all. So it's really convenient traveling like that.
Going back to you, Francis, Norwegian have always been innovative. I mean, they started the three-star cruising where it's logical. You can eat where and when you want, rather than being told you've got to be here at 6:30 of an evening and you've got to be here at 8 o'clock of an evening to eat. Do you have a team in head office sort of thinking of what else can we do?
It's an ongoing process. It's a great question, because a lot of the innovation comes from internally discussing, what is the next thing that we should be putting onto the ships. One of the other growing trends is around technology, of course, and so we got a lot of new ships coming on the horizon, and so we'll continue to develop the technology because we get a demand from the customers. We're appealing now not just to the sort of the baby boomers, but we now got the millennials and all of them, and with that comes the challenge. They want to be socially connected all the time. So we have to make sure that we're trying to meet those demands. But I think the innovation that we have done over the last 50 years, and maybe more importantly the next 50 years to come, is all around making sure that we continue to exceed customer expectations. And so I think with the launch of Premium All Inclusive, once again, we're one step ahead. We know this is a growing trend. We've researched our customers. We've been out on the streets in many of the European cities that we have launched this through. And the feedback has been tremendous. And when we look at the results of this in some other markets that we've launched, we know, and I know, and then my team know, that the launch of this in the UK is going to be phenomenal. It's because what they've been asking for. And as I said, it's a natural progression from what has been in the past, some of the drinks packages, right now through to, as Christian's explained, the launch of Premium All Inclusive.
Yeah. Talking of the ships, Christian, obviously we've got the great news of the Norwegian Jade coming into the UK this summer, and everybody's really looking forward to it. But she's just come out of dry dock, hasn't she? And she's looking like a brand new ship.
Yes, she is. She's totally, it's not a Botox, it's really a refreshment, we would say. So we have a lot of new restaurants coming up. The pool decks are completely refurbished, the cabins. We have new flat screens in the cabins, new refurbished, new carpets. So it's almost a brand new ship. I already saw some first pictures. It's lovely.
You know, starting with the studios, as you recognise, you know, we've built these on the big new ships. It's a studio cabin, 100 square feet, really designed for the solo travel. Another trend that's growing is a lot of people travel in singles, and we now can facilitate that on board a very private area of the ship, key card access, and their own lounge area where they can meet and they can mingle and they can talk about their experiences on the Shorex or dine together, and we have people that can help facilitate that. So it's a unique area on the ship, which is very, very popular. And then, as you said, you go through the ship from the various different cabin grades, whether it's you know, insides, outsides, and then we do various different balconies. We have spa cabins for those people that are very interested in spas. And then we come to the ultra luxury end of the ship. It really is a ship inside a ship. It's called the Haven by Norwegian, and here is where you can really pamper yourself. It's a unique area on the top of our ships, again, private access, key card, and then you open into a world of luxury suites, your own private restaurant, your own pool area, your own sunbathing area, gym, and you can have saunas and everything, and massages brought up there as well. So it really is a unique conclave of cabins and staterooms that we have. And the concept is great because you can have that luxury, but you can have the ability to dip in and dip out of the big ship experience. So all the wonderful entertainment and the bars and everything that we've talked about, you can do that when you're staying in the Haven.
So, and I say, it's not just all the new itineraries and the new hardware that's coming out, it's now all inclusive, a premium all inclusive as well.
And this is, you know, you're absolutely right. It's every guest from the 6th of April. You might be going on a 2-night cruise from Southampton to Hamburg or 21 nights through the Panama Canal. Every guest in every stateroom is a premium all-inclusive guest with Norwegian Cruise Line.
So the new brochure's out now and available?
The new brochure's out there, some great itineraries going right through to the end of 2018, and really is a global brochure from South America to the South Pacific to Europe. So yeah, it's out there now ready for your guests to enjoy and work out where they'd like to cruise with Norwegian Cruise Line.
Gosh, I'm thinking hard already. There is so much to enjoy, and all you have to remember now is Norwegian Cruise Line is premium all-inclusive. What more could you want? Thank you very much for coming to see us, gentlemen.
Thank you.